From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson, and he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Ooh, the juke. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and the return will stop right around the 25. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 7. Harrison
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Jones flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Chargers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. On
the ground, it's Akers. And they can't break the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Akers. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to lose one. 50 to go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Roll.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls. Begin.
They'll run with Jefferson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Torres. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Torres. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Push him back.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Torres. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Torres. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Torres. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
54 is Mike. Check.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7th. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the pass. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Jones on 1st and 10. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones out to his left. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important time.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Torres. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. Gets this to Moore, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jones. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points